Know his promptings. Know his voice. Know his burdens. Know his yearnings. I was coming back from a ministration. It was late in the night. Late in the night. So I had to beg my wife to come and pick me because I didn't trust transportation. So I was standing at one of the junctions. It was late, after 10 to 11 thereabout. And then I saw a young girl. Obviously, they had used her for this yahoo. Pretty young lady. Pretty young lady. Naked. Just wearing a blouse. Naked. And then I looked at her. And a burden rose in my heart. Tears built in my eyes. The question I was asking myself, Shay, you say you are a man of God. See, walk now. Walk. You know why you can walk by people who are oppressed by devils and you don't feel anything? You only have tongues. When you have Holy Ghost, you will lose your sleep over somebody you have never met. When you have Holy Ghost, Makodi will become a body. I told my daddy one day, when I met him in Lagos in the hotel, I said, I don't know what is wrong with me. When I lie down to sleep, I'll be hearing Uganda. Uganda. It calls my name. That's how Africa calls my name. I used to think there's something wrong with me. My wife used to ask me, what kind of preacher did I marry? She came to that junction that day and said, you started. She saw my eyes with tears. And I said, look at this girl. We'll gather tomorrow and pray in tongues for 10 hours. And yet our city, men who know the spirit they have submitted to, they've mastered that spirit. And by that spirit, they are wreaking havoc. You have Holy Ghost and all you have is tongues. Paul said, the reason I was such a success in afflictions, in stripes, oh my God, it is Philippians that scholars say is the happiest book of the Bible. And yet Paul wrote that letter from prison. When he was writing to Timothy, he was chained. He was chained. The reason a man can be in chains and his spirit is free is that he has a weapon. Holy Ghost. Have you not tried to live above sin by your own strength, and every time you tried, you failed? Have you not tried to live a fasted life by your own strength, and every time you tried, you failed? You don't know this weapon. You don't know it. And the sad thing about it is that our warfare is not carnal. It's spiritual. You that could pray before, all of a sudden, prayer now becomes a chore. You are struggling. You don't know you're under attack. And the reason you have not been able to discern the arrows that were shot against you, they were not shot in the natural. It was spiritual. You need a spiritual tool to discern what is working against you. And the primary, most effective tool that God gave us is his presence in the person of the Holy Ghost. That is the first question I need to ask you tonight. Do you know the Holy Ghost? Do you even wield him like a weapon? David said that by your spirit, I was able to scale over a wall. By your spirit. Things that men do by the person of the Holy Ghost, the reason is missing in our generation. There is this low satisfaction index that plagues us. That we think that because we can speak in tongues, we have matured. The waters of the spirit are deep, and only hungry men travel far. Only men that are desperate, who recognize that they can't survive in this realm. My dear brother, your education is limited. Your skill is limited. I tell you for free. If you are like me that came from a disadvantaged background, my only hope in this life that I'm living is God. I learned early to find God. The minute he saved me from the waters of immorality. I slept with women as if women were about to go out of fashion. It was like a demon whispered in my ear, we are soon about to extract women from this realm. Take your own now. So I went after women like a madman. Tall, short, dark, slim, clean, dirty. And I'm not lying, I'm telling you the truth. Prostitutes, normal. I went everywhere. But when the Lord began to move on my heart, I knew expressly that if I would become anything in the hand of God, I needed to hold fast the weapon of the Spirit. I needed to know him beyond the average, because every step I needed to take by direction.